Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, so jumping straight into this haircut, as you can see, I believe this is my number 6 guard. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is my number 6 guard. We're going to be doing a 6 and like a mid to low fade. You know, we're going to stretch out the fade a little bit. Y'all going to see your boy get down here in a minute. This client right here, this was actually my first time cutting his hair. He actually drove like 4 hours. So he drove all the way from Dallas, if y'all know where your boy is at. I'm in Houston, Texas. So it's about a 4-hour drive, give or take. He drove all the way from Dallas just to come get a cut from your boy. So I'm trying to do my best to bless him. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this cut once you know your boy actually starts cutting them up, and once y'all see how your boy's doing, let me know what y'all think. All right, so as y'all can see, I did speed up this video a little bit. I just didn't want to spend too much time going over the top. But you know how I do it, man. I want to be nice and consistent with it. So I am going over the top, you know, a good amount of times. You know what I'm saying? We just attacking this from all different angles, meaning we're going to go against the grain and across the grain and whatever, just trying to get it all down to that desired length. All right, so now what I'm doing, guys, I'm debulking the sides. So I believe this is my number 4 guard. Once again, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure because 9 times out of 10, I debulk the sides with either 1 guard lower or a number 4 guard if it's anything higher than a 5 on top. So I believe this is my number 4 guard, and all I'm doing is I'm debulking the side area, basically just giving myself a level playing field. So I'm taking that number 4 guard and I'm coming up, and then once I get to, you know, where the head starts to round a little bit, that parietal ridge area, I start to float my clipper up and away. That way I don't leave any harsh lines. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm taking my trimmers. These are my Andis GTX Exos. And I'm gonna set in my bald guideline. This is my first guideline, and this is basically gonna set the tone for this whole fade. Basically, it's gonna let me know about how high I'm gonna do it, what shape I'm gonna be doing my fade, you know, if I'm gonna drop it in the back or how much I'm gonna drop it in and whatever. So, you know, when you set your first guideline in, I don't wanna necessarily say it has to be like super sharp, because it doesn't. It will help, but the first initial shape that you set in, you wanna follow that shape for the rest of your guidelines. At least that's what I do. So once again, guys, we are doing a mid-ish fade because we are dropping it down in the back, and the amount of space that we have to use. You know, some people may say this is a low fade. Me, this is not how I do my low fades at all. So that's why I say we're doing about a mid fade. And you will see me, I will go back after I actually fade up the first initial side. I actually go back and stretch it out more because I didn't like the way it looked. So I went back and I stretched the fade out a little bit. But we're going to talk about that when we get to it. What your boy is doing now is I got my shaver from Babyliss. This is the FX2 shaver. And I'm just getting all that down the skin. And y'all know how your boy does it, guys. I like to go all the way up to that line. However, the closer I get to that line, I start relieving some pressure, and I use a slight flick out motion. That way it don't create too harsh of a line and make it too hard for me to get out that line when it comes to me actually doing my fade work. But don't let people tell you that you can't take that shaver to that line. I know a lot of people say that you can't, but you can, and you can't get out that line, so you're just gonna have to work at it. All right, so now that that is done, I'm going in with my Stylecraft. This is the Saber, and I'm setting in my next guideline. I'm going in with my clipper all the way open, and as y'all can see, this guideline is a little smaller than I normally do, so I am going to stretch this out here in a second. But I'm going to be coming up about 1/2 inch or so. So as you can see, I am stretching it a little more now. So we're going to do about 1/2 inch sections, because as you can see, he's got you know, a little bit of room to work with, so we can't really stretch this fade out as much as I want. But nonetheless, we still gonna get it done. So I'm setting in my guideline with my clipper open, coming up about 1/2 inch or so, using a slight flick out motion. You know, just being really nice and consistent with it, just trying to get all that down to that length. And I notice when I'm doing videos, guys, I take my time a little more. I just get a little more anal about the situation. Like I start just being really like, oh, I need to go over this a little bit more. But you don't necessarily have to, you know, like that much, you know what I'm saying? Obviously you want it to be nice and consistent, but I think I do a little more when I'm doing videos. But anyways, guys, as you can see, I did close my lever all the way, and I'm taking out that bottom line. So I'm just coming up, you know, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I started with my lever open, and then I closed my lever all the way, and I started attacking that bottom of the line, barely pushing that line up, and then I opened my lever 1 notch, and I'm coming up a little more, and then I'm gonna open it another notch, as you saw me do there, coming up a little more, and then I'm gonna open it 1 more notch, and basically try to blend this this section together. And And that's just the way that I've been doing some of my videos here, guys. And the reason for me doing my fade work that way is just because, for one, it's different, and for two, it's to show you that you can actually do different techniques to get the same finished product. And all I'm doing now is I'm doing some detail work within this section. All right, so this is my number 1 guard. My lever is open and I'm coming up another section. And just so y'all know, just for reference, these are the new Babyless or Babyless premium guards, whatever you want to call it. And currently right now, I think these are my favorite guards. I really switch a lot between these and the Gamma Dubs. I do like to use the Gamma Dubs a lot when I'm using my Stylecraft or Gamma clippers. But you know what I'm saying, I just really think these guards work well, so I decided to use them for this haircut. So what we're doing here is, like I said, I started with my lever all the way open, set in my next section. And as you can see here, I have my lever all the way closed, and I'm taking out this bottom line. So just so y'all know, guys, this client here, like I said, he came from Dallas. He's actually a subscriber also. So if you're watching this video, man, leave a comment down below. Make sure to like this video also, man. I really hope you like the haircut. I really tried my best. But yeah, so he is a subscriber. He came all the way from Dallas from a cut, and I hope he really likes it. And also, he is trying to learn to cut hair. So, you know, we had some good conversation talking about clippers and whatnot. But here is my 1/16 guard. I started off with my lever all the way open. And I'm just attacking this line, and then I'm closing my lever. You could do little by little. I believe I went in with my lever halfway, started attacking this section, and I'm just closing my lever notch by notch after that, trying to get rid of that bottom line. And once again, guys, you can be as detailed as you need. So as you see me do here, I'm just going in within this section and detailing it a little bit. So this is my 1.5 guard, my 1.5 guard, whatever you want to call it. I have my lever all the way open, and I'm going up another section. So as you can see, I'm using a good, a nice little flick out motion. I'm not really pushing too hard against my client's scalp. I don't want to make any hard lines, therefore I don't push too hard. And I just start flicking at that, flicking my lever, well, not flicking my lever, but flicking my clipper. Once I come up a little bit, I use a slight flick out motion. And then once I set in that guideline, I close my 1.5 all the way closed and came up right below that. And so now what I'm doing, I believe this is my number 3 guard, or this might be my number 4 guard still. So I'm just going over this top area again, just doing some small detail work. Yeah, so that was a number 4 guard, cleaning up that top area towards that parietal ridge once again with that 4. And now this is my 3 guard. I started with my lever open. And as you can see, it's not taking this line out, but it is softening that line, making it easier for me with my next step. So I'm gonna close my lever now and attack this line once again, and it's still not gonna take this line completely out, and that's totally fine, guys. I'm just softening this line a little bit. All right, guys, so now I'm going in with my number 2 guard, lever open. Still attacking this this dark area, this little line that we see at the top of this blend. And then I'm gonna close my lever and still try to attack this line. And if it doesn't get the line out, I still can do some detail work. So even though technically after this guard, this is all my steps, I can still go back and detail it and use different guards and different techniques to get this blend to come together. And just in case y'all are curious, guys, this Stylecraft Saber is one of my go-to clippers right now. Like I said, I had like 3 go-to clippers right now, and this is one of them also. As you just see me right here, I just showed y'all the 1.5. I'm just doing some detail work once again, cleaning up this area that you see, the dark areas in. I see that some discrepancies in the cut, so I'm just going back in and just cleaning up with the guards that I feel are needed. But like I was saying, guys, this is the Stylecraft Saber. I really like this clipper a lot. It's not as powerful as the Rebels, but I like the weight of this clipper more than the Stylecraft Rebels, and I like I just like the way it feels in my hand. Like, I like the Mythic a lot when I got it, and the Mythic was kind of heavy, like, what I'm saying, not that it's a bad thing, but maybe it was a little too heavy for me. I mean, I still use it, but I like this clipper a little better. But I like the Mythic's motor better, if that makes sense. So I still use a lot of my clippers. I probably have like 4 go-to clippers right now. But as you saw your boy just show the camera, this is my one guard going in with my lever open. And what I'm doing now is I'm just stretching this fade out, guys. So I'm going in with my lever open, and even though I'm just trying to clean up these dark areas, I'm also stretching the fade because I didn't like the way the fade looked. It looked too compressed to me, so I just decided to stretch it up a little bit. So I'm basically raising everything up. And I think that was a good call because I didn't like the way it was looking, and I just feel that it made this blend look even better. So here is my 0.5 guard or my 0 guard, 1/16 guard, whatever you want to call it. And once again, guys, I'm just stretching this fade. So I'm going in with my lever open and then just adjusting my lever as needed, taking care of any dark areas that I see. And then just trying to use corner blending. I don't want to use my whole blade, not all the time. So sometimes you will see me use my whole blade. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but sometimes when I want to be a little more precise and a little more like there's one little area that I want to touch, I'm gonna use the corner of my blade. That way I'm a little more precise with it. And then I'm just gonna adjust my lever as needed. Obviously, you want to start off with your lever open and then close it as needed to get that desired look. All right, so now I'm going in with no guard on my clipper, and I believe my lever may be all the way open or halfway open. I can't tell, but it was all the way open. And all I'm doing is, like I said, I'm raising this blend a little bit, and I'm doing some small detail work. So remember, guys, when you're detailing, you can go in with your lever all the way open or all the way closed or halfway, whatever you feel is needed to get that desired look. And I always like to go in with my lever open most of the time. Sometimes I'll go in with my lever halfway open, but 9 times out of 10, I start with my lever all the way open and just adjust it as needed. All right, so now I'm moving on to my client's lineup. As you can see, I did spray my client with some hairspray, comb this hair down. I did blow dry it. You ain't gonna see me blow dry it, but I did blow dry it a little bit just so it can stiffen up and I can actually see what I'm doing when I'm actually cutting my client's hairline. And as you can see, I'm using them GTX Exos, setting in my line, and I'm just moving on my moving over little by little until I reach that vertical bar. And then once I reach that vertical bar, we're just gonna hit that vertical bar, try to leave it nice and sharp. We aren't gonna we aren't gonna do the C cup. So my client specifically told me he wants to leave hair on the C cup, but he didn't want me to curve the C cup. So you know what I'm saying, he didn't like that defined look on the C cup. So we didn't attack the C cup at all. We just did the front lineup and then the vertical bar. And then now what I'm doing is I'm going in with my blending shears, doing some shear over comb work. And this is just a detailing technique. When you see any dark areas, you can go in with your blending shears and go over your comb, and it'll help clean it up a little bit. And then now what I'm doing is just some more detail work. Cause you know how your boy does it. Once I line up my client, I help. I think that helps me see the blend a little better. So I go in and just do some detail work to clean up the blend and make it look even blurrier. And once again, guys, y'all let me know what you think about this cut so far. Make sure to smash that like button. If you made it this far in the video, please smash that like button and let me know what you think about, this different fading technique. I know it's not like super different, but I changed it up a little bit, and I do have another I don't want to say another technique, but I did it on one video where I went in, I started off debulking, did my bald guideline, and then I went in halfway into the section with my 1.5 guard. And I do that method a lot now too. So I'm just gonna be doing different methods for y'all. I may just do a video on down fading also. Just just some different steps so y'all can actually take away more from my videos instead of just the same thing over and over and over. And now what I'm doing, guys, is normally I do one side then move to the right side, or normally I do the left side then move to the right side. But what I'm doing here is I'm starting off in the back. Well, not starting off in the back, but my next section is the back section. And the reason for this is this will also help you keep a nice consistent blend. So you just basically follow what you did on the left side and just stretch that over to the right. And this will help you not go too high on one side. This will also help you keep the blend nice and consistent. I do it like this sometimes. Most of the time I just move to the opposite side. But if you're a newer barber, or if you struggle with making both sides of the blend look good, a good idea would be to either do the whole head at once or do the left side or do one side like I did and then move on to the back side, because the back side connects to either side. So that's a good a good option you could do also, and I feel that that works really well also. So I just wanted to show y'all different, you know, you can do it different ways, and like I said, once again, you can still get the same desired product that you're trying to get. But anyways, guys, I'm doing the same exact steps. I went in with my lever open, faded that line out, one guard open, then one guard closed, and now this is my 1/16 guard. Started off with my lever open and then just closing it as needed. And then after this, I'm gonna use my 1.5 guard lever open. I'm gonna come up a section, and then I'm gonna come right below that with my 1.5 guard closed. And the reason why I know before I did it was because that's like my normal steps. Like I have certain steps that I do no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Now that is my 1.5 guard lever closed. Clean up these dark areas. And then now I'm doing I believe this is my 4 again. Once again, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's my 4. I'm pretty sure now. So that was my 4. This is my 3 lever open. Then I'm gonna close my lever. Basically, I'm gonna fade down from that 4 into the 1.5 guard. Remember, guys, if you like this tool that you see me using right here, this is a Stylecraft tool. You can go to their website. I have the link in my description, and you can use my code TANK10, save yourself a little bit of money. Also, if you like anything from Gamma, not just Stylecraft, but anything from Gamma, you can go to their website, use my code TANK10. Once again, save you a little bit of money. Also, I've said this in a couple videos, but I don't think I say it enough. If you like them illusion capes, you know, I'm always using illusion capes on my clients, but if you like them illusion capes, you can go to the illusion website and use my code TANK15. That'll save you a little bit of money. Also, I have the link in my description too, so y'all can just check that out. And then any other tools or products that you see me using that I'm not giving y'all a discount code, most of them I have actual links to in my description. So for instance, the GTX Exos, I believe I have a link for that in my description, so you can go to my description, click on that, and then, you know, they're right there. You can purchase them if you want. I will be putting the link to these new Babyless guards because I believe they just dropped. So I'm sure that I know that I've seen them on Amazon, but I don't know like who's selling them, if it's actually the Babyless sellers or whatever. But I know they're on Amazon, so actually go to Amazon, guys, check it out. But as you can see, your boy is working this blend. This is my 1 guard. Clean everything up. And now I'm just doing some more detail work. So like I said, guys, when you do detail work, you can use whatever guard you feel are needed. Most of the time, I would say start off with the bigger guard first. Start off with the lever open first, and then just adjust it as you feel needed. Alright, guys, so now I'm moving on to the lineup. Well, we already did the lineup. I did not record the opposite side of the haircut. Now I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing with my razor. We aren't doing enhancements on this cut. You know, there was no need for enhancements, so I didn't use them. But nonetheless, it's still blurry blend. Still looks good. So y'all just, y'all check it out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is how my boy walked into the shop looking. Remember, he drove like 4 hours just to come get a haircut from your boy. And this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what you think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and you want to book an appointment with your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book an appointment there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, make sure to put it in the comment section, and I'll try my best to record it for YouTube. I can't guarantee it, but I can try my best that I'll try. Well, I can guarantee that I'll try my best to record it for YouTube. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. That's basically it, YouTube. Until next time, let's go.